I tricked my wife into confessing her affair during a live stream on her birthday. Alright folks, I've got a story for you that I think you're going to love. So, my wife Linda and I have been married for 6 years, and I thought things were going great. We had our ups and downs like any couple, but overall, I believe we were in a strong, loving relationship. But as you know, I couldn't have been more wrong. It all started a couple of months ago when I noticed that Linda was acting a little strange. She was more secretive with her phone, started staying late at work more often, and seemed generally distant. Classic, I know. However, I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but the thought of her cheating on me was gnawing away at the back of my mind. So one night, she fell asleep on the couch with her phone on the coffee table. I couldn't help myself. I picked it up and started scrolling through her messages. And there it was, the evidence I never wanted to find. She'd been having an affair with her coworker, Sean, for what seemed to be months. I was devastated. I felt like my world had just crumbled around me. I just sat there, looking at her asleep and peaceful on the couch. She looked so innocent, but I knew that in that mind she was a lying bitch. I mean, she was able to look me right in the eyes, tell me she loved me, and act like everything was okay. Well, it obviously wasn't okay, and now I absolutely had to end things. I had no choice, but in doing so, she just gets to walk free and say whatever she wants to say about it all. Well, that isn't fair at all. Why should I have to go through this pain while she is obviously not hurting at all? So instead of flying off the handle, I decided to bide my time and plan my revenge. I figured that if she was going to hurt me in such a profound way, then it was only right that I return the favor. So I spent weeks meticulously planning how I would expose her infidelity in the most public, humiliating way possible. I knew Linda's birthday was coming up, and I decided to use that as the perfect opportunity to put my plan into action. She had always wanted a Tesla, and I knew she'd been dropping hints lately, so I decided to use that to my advantage. I told her that I had a huge surprise planned for her birthday, and she couldn't have been more excited. On the big day, I blindfolded her and led her out to our driveway, where she thought her dream car was waiting for her. But instead of a shiny new Tesla, she was in for a shock that she would never forget. I had her stand in front of a camera that was set up to live stream the whole thing on Facebook. I told her that all of our friends and family were watching her on Facebook. I told her to hold up a series of poster boards, one at a time, and flip through them for the big reveal. The first poster said, "I am here today to confess that I am having an affair with my coworker, Sean." It had a screenshot of his profile pic on the poster as well. Linda, still blindfolded, had no idea what she was holding up for everyone to see. She just kept giggling and saying, "I can't believe this. What are you doing?" She had no idea how much in context her little comments were. The second poster showed a topless photo she had sent to Sean on March 17th, with the caption, "This is a pic I sent to Sean, asking him if he was ready for more. I didn't want my account banned, so I put a little piece of tape over each of her nipples." I could barely contain my excitement as she unwittingly continued to expose herself. The third poster displayed screenshots of their explicit conversations, which left nothing to the imagination. The text on the poster said, "These are just some of the messages Sean and I have exchanged as we were planning our secret rendezvous." She just kept giggling. What a moron. I mean, this was turning out so much better than I had imagined, but at the same time, I was just standing there watching her in disgust. I had to keep my act up though. I was acting so sweet and just kept telling her to flip to the next poster and that she really deserved what she was getting today. I wasn't lying though, LOL. The fourth poster was a stock picture of some paperwork that said divorce really big at the top. The poster said, "This is what I am about to be served in a day or two. I'm really excited about losing everything." By the time she reached the final poster, I knew that everyone watching the live stream had seen the truth about Linda's affair. The last poster said, "Wish me luck as my entire world is about to fall apart. The next time you see my face, I won't be smiling and laughing nearly as much, LOL." With that, I told Linda that it was time for the big reveal and instructed her to remove her blindfold. The look on her face when she saw nothing but the empty driveway was absolutely priceless. I told her to look at the posters. The color drained from her face, and her eyes filled with tears as she realized what had just happened. I could see the humiliation and embarrassment on her face as she looked around, trying to process the situation. She started stammering, trying to come up with some kind of explanation, but I cut her off. "Save it, Linda," I said coldly. "It's over. I know everything, and everybody else does now as well." As I walked away, I could hear her sobbing and begging me to stay, to talk things through. But I had no intention of doing that. She had hurt me deeply, and as much as it pained me, I knew that our relationship was beyond repair. I went and grabbed the bag I had packed and headed to the garage. I started my car, opened the garage door, and drove away into the light of my new life. In the following days, I received countless messages from friends and family who had seen the live stream, expressing their shock and support. Some said that what I did was harsh, but many more told me that they admired my courage and creativity in confronting Linda's betrayal. The feeling of vindication was overwhelming, and I couldn't help but feel proud of myself for taking control of the situation and exposing the truth. I had been hurt, and it was only right that I made her feel the same pain that she had caused me. As the weeks went by, I began to heal and move on with my life. I had lost my wife, but I had gained a new life, one absent of deception and betrayal. And as for Linda, well, last I heard, she and Sean didn't exactly have a fairy tale ending. Their little relationship crumbled under the weight of their infidelity and the public scrutiny that followed. So, there you have it. My story of tricking my wife into confessing her affair during a Facebook live stream. It was a roller coaster of emotions, but ultimately, it was the perfect way for me to get closure and move on with my life. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, just remember, sometimes revenge is served best when in full view of everyone who cares about you. And to anyone out there considering cheating on their partner, you never know when your betrayal might come back to bite you, and trust me, it's a feeling you don't want to experience. So, do yourself and your partner a favor and be honest about your feelings, because lies and deception will only lead to pain and misery for everyone involved. How would you guys rate this one? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. When you subscribe, be sure to click the notification bell. Click here for more Tangled threats.